Engineering from IIT Madras 2015. His areas of specialization include signal processing statistical learning. He also has a minor in industrial engineering with a focus on operations research. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr.Dileep.
Thank you.
Sir, what motivated you to apply for this role?
It has been a dream from my childhood days to be a part of the service, to do something for the people of my state or my nation. So that has been a dream from childhood. And when I actually joined college, I studied at IIT Madras basically. So there we had a number of seniors who were already in service, who were preparing for service. So they gave me this motivation that even at a young age, even in their very early years of service, they were actually able to make an impact, make a difference in the landscape of their respective states or districts they are serving in. So what I am hoping for is, in the district of Malappuram or the state of Kerala, I would be able to emulate that and make some positive changes.
Describe your leadership and team management style.
Coming to my leadership style, I go for a more collaborative approach. Like rather than forcing people to give something or giving orders, what I try to do is first I try to identify the strengths and weaknesses of all my staff members. Then we try to divide the tasks in such a manner that people who are strong in an area are given tasks in that particular area. And when it comes to deadlines, we try to keep a more flexible approach. We try to understand the problems, we try to understand the issues. So we make the deadlines and targets more realistic. If a job needs 1 month, it would be very unrealistic to ask them to do it in 1 day, right? So we first try to understand the problem, how much time would be required to solve it, how much resources would be required to solve it, and then we first make a comprehensive plan, including all of this, and then we try to execute it in a 1 day at a time manner. So in short, I will try to go for a collaborative, friendly team environment and a very data-driven, plan-driven approach to problem solving.
How do you utilize technology from efficient revenue collection?
Right now, we are trying to use technology in almost every aspect of governance. So, as a first step, we are trying to make our own offices paperless. Earlier, we used to have paper files for everything. We will do notings in files. We will transmit them physically from one desk to another. Now, we have made everything into e-office. So, what we do is we will have a laptop. The sub-collector will have a laptop. The section clerk will have a laptop. So, all files are being processed online. Even if we have to send a file to Trivandrum and get it back, even if we have to send something to the district collector and take his opinion, all of this is being done in a transparent, paperless manner. So no one will be able to tamper with it. No one will be able to do anything corrupt with it. And also in public services, we are trying to make almost everything online. So earlier, when you had to pay land tax, you actually had to go to village office and pay the land tax. Now, if you are a tech-savvy person, if you are aware of how to use a computer, you will be able to pay taxes from your own house. If you need a certificate, like if you need a creamy layer certificate to apply for an exam, or if you need a residency certificate to apply for a certificate, you can apply for that from your own home using your own laptop. So in this way, we are trying to bring technology in such a way that it will be easier for the public to do everything from the comforts of their own home or a nearby Akshaya center. They will not have to go office to office to get their needs completed. That's something we have tried to do.
How do you handle conflicting priorities and deadlines?
Yeah, this is a big issue in every office, right? Even in school, you will know that you will have a Kalorasam coming up, you will have a sports meet coming up, but on top of that, you also have to study for your exams. So all of these are conflicting priorities, right? So what do? We take our limited time, we split it, right? In the morning we attend classes, then in the evening we go for dance classes, and then maybe we wake up in the early morning and do some yoga or some practice, some speech practice. So that's similar to what we do in our offices too. We have a specific schedule. So whenever we have deadlines, we add them to the schedule. We identify how much time is needed for that, and we allocate that. It may be one particular period of the day. And we also divide the tasks among our team members. Like suppose we have like 30 people in our office. So when we have 5 or 6 tasks, we ensure that they are delegated. We'll take a collection of 3 clerks and 1 junior superintendent and we'll allot them 1 task. We'll take a collection of another 3 clerks and give them another task. So we try to delegate tasks within our team, and we also try to plan our time in such a way that all tasks get adequate time according to the specific priority of that task.
Can you say something about your leadership qualities?
I'm not sure how good my leadership qualities are, but one thing that we focus on is that like whenever I come to an office, I try to understand my team. So the first part of being a good leader is like you cannot lead people without getting to know them, right? And secondly, leadership is not just about giving orders. Leadership is about understanding what each person should do, right? So like if you are leading a team for a competition at like state level, you will have to know who is good at what. In your class, you should know who is good at making speeches, who is good at conducting interviews. So similarly, whenever I lead a team, and in our service it happens a lot. So I try to understand who is good at what, and I also try to understand the limitations. Like some people will be coming from very far away, so they will not be able to work overtime. They will have to go home early. But some people who are living nearby, they will be able to stay for more time. And some people will have different backgrounds, right? Some people in our staff will be engineers who have more technical background. Some will be accountants who are very good with finances. So what I try to do is I try to understand their strengths and give them tasks according to their strengths. And another thing is sometimes some difficulties come up. Then we should support our team members. Like if something unfortunate comes, if our team member is also studying for some other exam, if they have some other deadline coming up, then we should give them a little less work so that they will be able to focus on such other things. So in that way, when we are supporting our team members, they will also feel motivated to support us in return. So it's a give and take relation between a leader and his team members. That's how we view leadership.
Thank you, Mr. Dileep, for sharing your valuable expertise and inspiring us. Let's once again express our gratitude to Mr. Dileep to be with us today.